Nara.ai. Welcome to Project Ventive. In our today's video, we are going to talk about the Nara.ai. Before the video starts, like and share this video. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel Project Ventive for more updates. Despite all of the advancements that have been achieved in the realm of artificial intelligence, the human brain is still considered to be the most adaptable and effective information processor in the world. Many of today's artificial intelligence systems can only function properly after being trained on data that has been clearly labeled. When new information becomes available, it is often necessary to perform an entirely new round of training to incorporate the new data. Even though we can make snap decisions based on incomplete and ever-changing information, this is not the case for many of these systems. Now, a new company called Nara Logics, which was co-founded by a graduate of the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, is attempting to take artificial intelligence to the next level by more closely imitating the brain. The artificial intelligence engine used by the company makes use of recent discoveries in neuroscience to simulate the structure and function of the brain at the circuit level. The result is an artificial intelligence platform that has several advantages over standard computer systems that are based on neural networks. Users can change variables and goals on the Nara Logics platform to better study their data, in contrast to the algorithms that are used by other systems, which are precisely adjusted and fixed. The system may also start functioning without any labeled training data being present, and it can absorb new datasets as they become available. The ability of Nara Logics platform to explain the reasons behind every recommendation it makes is a crucial driver of adoption in industries such as healthcare. This may be the most essential feature of the platform. A lot of our healthcare customers say they've had AI systems that give the likelihood of somebody being readmitted to the hospital, for example, but they've never had those "but why" reasons to be able to know what they can do about it, says Nara Logics CEO Jana Eggers, who leads the company along with CTO and founder Nathan Wilson Ph.D. O5 Eggers and Wilson Ph.D. O5 co-founded the company in 2005. The artificial intelligence developed by Nara Logics is currently being utilized by a variety of industries, including healthcare, consumer goods, manufacturing, and the federal government, with the goals of reducing costs and improving engagement with customers. Nara.ai is an artificial intelligence-driven customer service platform that assists organizations in delivering individualized experiences to their clientele, as well as automating their customer service procedures. The platform integrates natural language processing, machine learning, and customer data to deliver automated customer care solutions. These solutions can be used to reply to client inquiries, construct automated conversations, and do a variety of other tasks. Additionally, it gives companies the ability to combine their customer service operations with other customer care tools, such as customer relationship management, CRM, systems, and chatbots. It's for people whose judgments are getting more complicated, because there are more components and data being added, says Eggers. It's also for people who are looking at complex decisions differently because there's innovative information accessible. Wilson's decision to embrace the complexity of neuroscience rather than abstract away from them is what led to the architecture of the platform. Over more than a decade spent working in the Department of Brain and Cognitive Sciences at MIT, which has for a long time been dedicated to the objective of reverse engineering the human mind, he developed this technique. According to Wilson, we at Nara Logics believe neuroscience is on a pretty excellent track that is going to lead to really intriguing ways to make judgments that we haven't seen before. Pursuing one's interests with zeal. Wilson received both his bachelor's and master's degrees from Cornell University. However, after enrolling at MIT in the year 2000, he decided to remain there. He developed mathematical frameworks to model brain function throughout a doctoral program that took 5 years and a postdoctoral position that lasted 7 years. According to Wilson, the community at MIT is extremely focused on developing new models of computing that go beyond what is currently available in the field of computer science. The work is related to computer science, but it also takes into consideration what our brain is doing that could tell us how computers function, or how computers could work. Wilson began the process of translating his algorithms into a commercial system during the latter years of his postdoctoral fellowship, from 2010 to 2012. This work would later serve as the basis for Nara Logics. Wilson worked on this project throughout the nights and weekends. Eggers, who had headed several successful firms but had become jaded about the hype surrounding artificial intelligence, became interested in his work in the year 2014 when it drew his attention. Eggers realized that the AI engine given by Nara Logics provided a superior means of assisting organizations. Even at that early stage, the engine, which the business now refers to as Nara Logics Synaptic Intelligence, possessed characteristics that set it apart from other products available on the market. In the engine, the objects in the customer's data, like patients and therapies, organize themselves into matrices based on the traits they share with other objects, in a structure that is comparable to what has been found in biological systems. Relationships between objects can also develop through a set of local functions that the business refers to as synaptic learning rules. These rules were taken from cell and circuit-based neuroscience research. Wilson explains that what we do is catalog all of the metadata, and what we call our connectums to go in and mine the database of unstructured data and build links across all of it that relate these things. What we do is catalog all of the metadata and what we call our connectums to go in and mine the database of unstructured data. Once you have that background, you can go in and say, I like this, this, and this, and you let the engine crunch the data and give you matches to those parameters. Once you have that background, you can go in and say, I like this, this, and this. You aren't required to have any sort of idea of what the correct response was for a large number of people who are just like you. You completely skip over that step. The Synaptic Intelligence Platform developed by Nara Logics keeps the rules and properties of each object locally. This enables the platform to adapt to new information with the modification of a relatively small number of connected objects. It is claimed that the brain uses a bottom-up technique to solve problems. Wilson argues that this method is quite different from deep learning and other methods that simply state, we are going to globally optimize everything, and each cell performs what the global algorithm instructs it. Neuroscientists are telling us that each cell is, to some extent, capable of making decisions on its own accord. The design enables users to activate certain objects or features to investigate relationships in the data and discover what else is enabled or suppressed as a result of their actions. To provide an answer, the engine developed by Nara Logics only activates a limited number of the objects contained within its dataset. According to the business, this is comparable to the sparse coding that is thought to be employed in higher brain regions. Sparse coding is a system in which only a small number of neurons are active at any one instant. The sparse coding principle enables the organization to retrace the steps that its platform has taken and explain to users the thinking that went into those steps. Wilson has maintained his connection to the research being conducted by the MIT community throughout the maturation of the company, and Nara Logics was a participant in the STX25 Startup Accelerator that was organized and managed by the MIT Startup Exchange. This is end of this video. Do you feel it helpful? Make sure to give your valuable response in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel Project Ventive for more videos.